Hello, McAllen. We're here at the McAllen Performing Arts Center to talk about a special event that's coming up here in April. With me today is Rabbi Nathan Farb with Temple Emanuel. Sir, if you want to tell us basically about this community event that y'all are sponsoring here.
Well, we're working together with the city, and this is a part of Yom HaShoah, which actually happens to be today, although the event will be on April 21st, as you mentioned. This is something that we have done for a few years here in the city to make sure that we remember the victims of the Holocaust, this terrible time in the history of the world, and that we make sure through remembering the victims, we ensure that it never happens again in the future.
You're inviting the entire community, and what's interesting is this is of all faiths, of all ages, because this event sort of affected everyone.
Absolutely. This was not a Jewish event, although we certainly found ourselves, unfortunately, at the center. This was a world event. This was the event that mobilized the entire world to come together, ultimately, and that it affects every single person. It affects our young children who may not ever have the opportunity to meet a soldier or a survivor of that period. It affects our parents who want to make sure that their children understand the past so that they can build a better future.
And of course in South Texas we have a lot of people from many different faiths, Catholicism, a big Jewish community also. Talk about your community here and how it's important sort of for the younger generation to understand that in the world today we see a lot of anti-Semitism, we see a lot of people fighting against Asian hate and stuff. So this is very relevant in today's topics at our dining room tables.
Absolutely. We see so much prejudice in the world today that comes mostly out of ignorance, of people not realizing that their friends and neighbors are affected by hatred or by stereotypes. And we hope that by people coming together, getting to know one another and getting to know people of different religions, different backgrounds, that we'll realize we have more in common than we thought.
I know I attended 2 years ago when it was at the library, and it was very beautiful because it was a cultural event. That's how I saw it. Yes. And yet the topic is very destructive. I mean, to remember 6 million people lost in the Holocaust is one thing, but then you see the lives that it changes, the generations that have come post those 6 million deaths. So this event is going to be just as special this year.
Yeah, this year we are certainly, everything is different this year. And this being just coming out of or beginning to come out of the worst of the pandemic, we're recognizing and we're starting to see that some things in the world have changed for the better, and some things in the world are continuing to struggle to change for the better. As you mentioned, there are minorities who are targeted even more now as we're entering this time, which should be a time of positivity, a time of celebration. But this particular event will be an opportunity to come together. It will be a unique experience that will be appropriate for families, for kids, for people of all faiths, all creeds, all ethnic backgrounds and religions. This will be a way that we can come together and experience something special in this solemn moment and move forward to happier times. And
let me remind you folks, masks are required to come to the event. That's probably the only requirement that we have. It's free to the public. It will be April 21st at 6 p.m. Doors open. Program starts at 6:30. Don't be late because they really start prompt at 6:30. And it is an incredible event for the entire family. Because we've been in a pandemic, the McAllen Performing Arts Center is following social distancing. There'll be plenty of room for you and your family. There's here in the auditorium. It's pretty massive. So it'll be a very safe event for you to come and bring your family. Remember, a lot of kids have been homeschooled this year. So this is a great field trip you can take with your family. It's a beautiful evening out here. The complex around here is gorgeous. You can walk after, but you're going to meet a lot of interesting people from our community. That this is probably the one time of the year that we all come together.
Yeah, this will be an excellent opportunity, as you said, for education, for interacting with other cultures, and of course, we're taking every reasonable safety precaution that we can to make sure that it's done in a safe way.
And of course, we will be airing it live on our city channel, MCN 1300 on Spectrum Channel. You can follow us on YouTube. And of course, we'll continue to post information on our city's social media so you learn more about the event as it becomes closer. So make a plan with your family to come out here and enjoy an evening to listen to other people talk about their culture and that they're so proud of and they want to share with you. Anything else you would like to add, Rabbi?
No, thank you, Roy. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much. And of course, it's sponsored by the City of McAllen and Temple Emanuel. Everyone is invited to come out, all faiths, all ages. And I've been to this event before. It is a unique event that we hold in South Texas for everyone. So for the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.